Hey y'all, it's the weekend, so you know what that means. I got to talk about our weekend special. Today, I'm going to be talking about two specials, actually. One of them that's advertised, another one that's available, but it's not being blasted out there. But if you go to our site and search for it, you'll find it. We're talking about Sword and Soul. For those of you who don't know, I started my indie writing with Sword and Soul. My first book was my book Meji, which was where I got everything going and stuff like that. And it's been on and popping since then. So the first special I'm going to talk to you about is actually a combination special. And it's something that I created with Balogun Ojetade. It's a African-based role-playing RPG based on pre-colonial Africa, and it's called Ki Khanga. And this is the basic rule book for Ki Khanga. It basically talks about, for those of you who are familiar with role-playing games, RPGs, this is basically what it is. A lot of people are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. What we did is we took our own spin on role-playing games and created this African-based role-playing game, which we've also written a couple of books, a bunch of books actually, that are associated with it. One that's going to be coming out on July 7th, The Turning of the Bones by Balogun Ojetade. But it basically has all the rules for the game inside of it. You can see we have character creation. See that right there? Where we tell you how to create your characters. We also have armor and equipment, different things like that. We actually, in the back of the book, we actually have an adventure to get you started. And we also have information about the different lands and worlds in Ki Khanga, such as this one, Oyo, and stuff like that. So you got all the game rules in here. It plays a little different. Instead of using dice as a random generator, we use cards, and it's kind of loosely based on the 21 game card system. So it's really interesting. It's really different, and it's been out for a minute. And the other part of this combination is actually the Ki Khanga anthology. When we first created this game, we realized that we were doing stuff that was in pre-colonial African history and culture. And there might be a few people who didn't have a lot of background on that and would be looking for sources to create the game, their stories. So other than researching in history, we decided to write a collection of stories that take place in different parts of the world, so you can get a grasp and an idea of what to do to create create adventures for your players. So this weekend, you can get both books at a special discount price. That way you can start learning how to play the game. And if you decide to be a griot, which is what we call our game master, you can start reading some stories that give you some ideas to create adventures for the people that are going to be playing with you. The other special that we have is also Sword and Soul. And this is actually a epic fantasy series, a Sword and Soul epic fantasy series by Sarah Macklin. And that's the Heretic Series. I met Sarah when she submitted a story for our Griot Sisters of the Spear anthology. Amazing story. And later on, she said, hey, I got an idea for this novel series, this epic fantasy series. And I was automatically on board, and I was not disappointed. These are the books here. The Royal Heretic, Heretic's War, and God's War. And this is an amazing story. I can read you a little bit of it here on the first book. Bakari is the Nekala, ruler of the Ega Empire and the living embodiment of the gods. When his eldest son and heir falls ill and dies, Bakari drowns in despair. He decides that the gods are non-existent and bans the empire religion. He expects the people to rejoice in being liberated, but talk of rebellion soon begins instead. I mean, this is a excellent book. I mean, she created some amazing characters. You have all kind of stuff going on here. You got epic battles. You got the gods and people, you know, intermingling and stuff like that. She's based these stories on a number of different African kingdoms, Ashanti, Egypt, Kemet, so many more. And she just does an amazing job at weaving this story. Unlike a lot of epic fantasy stories, these stories are fast-paced. They keep you engaged. And the best thing about it is that since the series has been finished, you don't have to wait around for the next book. I mean, these are all the three books here. Royal Heretic, Heretic's War, and the one that came out this year, God's War. So you can actually pick this entire series up and read it from beginning to end. And if you're like me, it's summertime, you're looking for something to read, you got some spare time, this is a great series to pick up. I usually don't like to compare stuff that I publish or stuff that I publish by other people with other things that are out there. But I'm going to say this. If you've been looking for what people have been calling the African Game of Thrones, this is the series right here for you to pick up. Definitely. So that's what's going on this weekend. You go to my website. The Ki Khanga information will be on the cover. The Heretic Series, you can just type that in the search engine or search part of my website, and it'll take you right to it. Both of them are on sale right now for special, so check them out. Y'all take care. Peace.